Okay. All right. Finally working here. What's up, YouTube? Just going live real quick because I actually shot a video like yesterday or no, the day before yesterday. Might have been a couple days ago. I shot a video and I was just gonna like kind of post it up later, but now I don't know. My laptop's acting funny, so I'm just gonna go ahead and redo it. Um, I unboxed all this stuff, but I'm just gonna go ahead and show you guys what it was. Basically, was some fight gloves that I had got from Title. I never had any fight gloves before, so I decided I wanted to grab some, but I wanted to get some just some cheap ones. And I kind of looked up Title, so just got on my phone here. Let me see. Actually, I should go to the website um, so that I can see what they cost because I don't remember. Actually, I can go right here on the laptop probably. Actually, no, let me go on my phone. I don't want to mess this up because the laptop's been acting funky. So I know the names of this stuff, but um, as far as how much it costs, and I'm just gonna go to Title Boxing. Okay, of course they want to take 20% off. Go by category, boxing gloves. Um, Goodness, gloves, boxing training, sparring, boxing bag, boxing competition. So go to boxing competition, and yeah, I think these are pretty much them. All right, so it's on relevance, so you can see right here, just it's on the relevance page. And I went with the ones that were super cheap. So like these ones, uh, Combatientes Pro Fight Gloves. So it says they were $200 at one time. I highly doubt it. And now they are $50. So I went ahead and got me a pair. These are them. Okay, I had unboxed these already, but now I'm just kind of showing because I have to reshoot this video. But here they are, 10 ounces. These are Pro, like I said, the Pro Max Combatiente Pro Fight Gloves. They're $50. $50, dude. And these are nice. They're super nice, actually. Um, they are the 10-ounce XLs, official fight gloves. So you could actually wear these in a fight. They have horsehair in them. And actually, if you really want to see what's up with these gloves, um, go over to C Squared, check out his review on these gloves. He does it's like his is a blue and gold. I don't think they sell that one anymore. They have the yellow and black, they have black and silver, and they have like a green and a blue. So I'm looking right now on the little on the website. So they have a blue with a blue punch surface, and then I think it's the tag is black, and then the cuff right here is green. So I went with the yellow and black, inspired by the Italian stallion, Rocky Balboa. I thought it was pretty cool. But anyways, that's what it looks like. Very soft, broken in. If you want an actual review of this, head over to C Squared. He has a review of this. He also has a video where he cuts it open to see what's in there because he probably beat the shit out of these. You can't use these forever, and that's why $50 is a freaking ridiculously good price. And you could probably get 20% off of that, so it'd be like $40. So that's pretty cool if you do the 20% off. The which I think I'm not sure if you can continue to do that. I think it's supposed to be for like returning or for like new customers or something. But for a fight glove, and these are very nice actually. You could get 3 pairs for like 150 or 2 pairs for 100. I mean, they're not going to last forever because they're horsehair, but they're still pretty nice. Like I just want to have some because I don't have any fight gloves. Just want to feel them. I'm like, man, how could this is like what heavyweights punch each other with, and it's not. a lot. I mean, this is lightweight as heck. Can't imagine beating somebody up with these. I mean, these are so small. I'm so used to buying training gloves. That's kind of why. That's why I just was like, I'm gonna get some fight gloves. So you train speed with them. You know, so I think it's pretty cool for that purpose. Let me put this down a little bit. For that purpose, these are pretty cool. They're soft. You can really move your hand in these. You can really see how supposedly you could use these gloves for um, 36 rounds of professional boxing. So these are legit. They got the little these markings. So if you use it for 6 rounds, the commission's supposed to mark this off. So you'll only be able to use these for another 25, or I'm sorry. Um, so it's 36 rounds. So another 30 rounds, you'll be able to use those. And yeah, so you can use these for basically if you had 3 12-round fights, you could use these. And then after the third one, you would not be able to no longer use these for a sanctioned fight anymore. So for $50, I mean, you could use these for 3 fights, 3 professional fights, which is pretty cool. I mean, think about it. That's pretty cool. But yeah. So anyway, horsehair gloves, bought me a pair because they were $50. Like, come on, man, $50. And I just want to have some just to kind of feel what they are, what a professional fight, what you get to wear. So that's those $50. Title Boxing right now, $49.99. I mean, anybody could get that. And they're nice. They're actually pretty nice. All right, so then I end up getting because I just this is how I roll. So I got 3 pairs of fight gloves, and this is the second pair of fight gloves that I got, also from Title, because I'm just trying to get some cheap gloves. So these are also $50, also $50. These are the Title Combat MXO Pro Fight Gloves. Combat MXO Pro Fight Gloves. These are actually more comfortable than the Pro Max. These are more comfortable. These are super soft inside, like real nice soft on the inside of your fingertips. Yeah, so $50, dude. And these are Pro Fight gloves, sanctioned. You could use these for a sanctioned fight. So $50, and I think they weren't even $50 when I got them. I want to say they were 70, but and I just got them yesterday. So I'm just looking at the website right now. You know what? No, I probably did pay that. So $50 for these, $50 for the Pro Max. Both are very comfortable, and they're both sanctioned, or they're both official fight gloves. You can, after 6 rounds of professional boxing, like I said before, they cross one of these out, commission signs it, and you can continue to use this fight glove for 36 professional rounds. 10 ounces XL size, so that I could fit my hand in it. And I just wanted to have some to work some speed. I know they probably won't last that long, but for $50, you don't really, who cares? $50, they're much better than like one of those fitness gloves that you can get for $50. You'll run through those gloves too. Like these gloves, you'll run through them, but at least you kind of know what professional fighter can, wear. And they're 10 ounces. They're super lightweight. Not very much protection here, but I mean, whatever. I can feel that thick. There's like a thick padding of some sort. It's probably it's probably a latex padding in there, but it's pretty stiff. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty stiff glove. But I mean, you look at that. You can dang near open your whole hand. They're very comfortable, very soft. I mean, this is a good deal. $50 right now. TitleBoxing.com. I don't work for Title. I don't work for nobody. Well, I do have a job, but but as far as boxing goes, I don't work for nobody. I just do this because I like it. And yeah, I think it's cool. Like a lot of people, if you want a review on this, C Squared does a review on this. Have I tried the power locks? No. I gave up on Everlast. I kind of refuse to buy Everlast. I don't give a shit what people say if they're good or whatever. I think they're shit. Um, I've had a lot of Everlast gloves, and I've destroyed every single pair. The last straw for me was when they came out with the Protex gloves, and they were so expensive. At this time, I didn't have no money, so but I wanted to finally get me a badass pair of gloves, so I bought the Protex threes, all leather, lace, and I fucking demolished them, bro. And like, I want to say in like 4 months, 3 months or 4 months, I went through them, and they were like $300. And at the time, I didn't have money like that. I didn't have no type of money like that. I was like, you know what? I need to protect my hands. Get these Protexes. Got them. Fuck, they were shit, bro. I fucking destroyed them. So I said, you know what? I ain't never gonna buy Everlast again. I don't give a shit what they come out with. It's they're kind of like Taito. They're like you know, they're not really innovating shit. They tried, but it's all bullshit. It's all just marketing crap to get you to buy it at $300. They way overcharge for the shit they sell, and they lie, bro. Here's the problem with that's a big problem with Everlast. They are liars. They came out with the MX2, okay, the newest gloves, I think, the newest ones, and they said they had horsehair in them. They said they marketed them. They are horsehair gloves. Look it up. Fit to Box has a video about this where somebody cut the gloves open in front of him and proved there was no horsehair in that glove. None. And this was like 6 months after they already came out. So C Square emailed Everlast and said, hey, man, there's no horsehair in these gloves, and it's marketed with horsehair in the gloves. Well, Everlast came back and emailed him back, you know what? There is no horsehair in the gloves. And they took it off the website that says there's horsehair in the gloves. They're fucking liars, bro. They've done that more than once. That wasn't the first time they did it. They've done it before, where they lie about what's in the gloves. They're liars. They're scumbags, bro. I don't fuck with Everlast ever. I mean, even if the power locks are good, I've heard they're good. I heard they're good, and I heard the MXs are good. The training glove MX is good. I mean, I heard the MX2 was good. But they're liars, bro. Plain and simple. They're a bunch of scumbags. Just as a company, I don't fuck with them. So anyway, got another pair. My last pair that I got here. These were actually okay. So these ones are Fighting Fearless Certified Pro Fight Glove 2. Now these ones I don't think they have horsehair in them, but let me double check just to make sure. I want to tell you guys the wrong thing. These are the Fearless Certified, but they don't feel like they have any horsehair. If they do have it, it's probably sandwiched in between. Like, I don't know. It just doesn't feel very horsehairy. Okay. So, it actually says it does have horsehair. So it says crafted with genuine full grain leather, which I can attest this does feel like pretty good leather. It's a 4-layer polyurethane, foam rubber, and horsehair combination. Yeah, so I mean, it feels padded. This feels like actual just foam, and it feels like it will last a lot longer than those other ones would last. All right, man. Check you later, bro. Okay, he says, don't blink right here. Loves his Fairtex BGV ones. I know those don't have grip bars. I hear they don't have grip bars. I always wanted a pair of Fairtex gloves. I never pulled the trigger. I had some Twins gloves, but then Twins ripped me off. I ordered it straight from Thailand, and then they just fucking straight up ripped me off. Never sent me the gloves. Emailed them back. Tried to get. Basically, bro, these fools just ripped me off. Just took all my money. I ordered 3 pairs of gloves, and they ripped me off. So I don't fuck with Twins no more. Can't. Even if I'll never buy 1 penny of Twins, nothing. But I used to love those gloves, man. I had a couple pairs of them, and I liked them a lot. But these ones, so these are also the Fighting Pro certified gloves. They're foam. I mean, the foam is pretty solid. They're nice. So, yeah, These ones I think will last the longest because supposedly they got horsehair, but I feel like the horsehair is probably on the inside of the foam or sandwiched in between two foams because it's nice and soft on the inside in your hand compartment. But here, I mean, this is all like padding. I don't. I'd be surprised if there is horsehair. It does say there's horsehair though. I don't think they're not lying. They're not liars like Everlast. Everlast bunch of liars, bro. I'll never mess with them. But and they sell junk. $300 I paid for those Protex threes, and they were supposed to be all badass, nice leather, all this shit. They were nice. They were nice, but I destroyed them. So, what kind of shit was that? 4 months for $300. I was like, nope, never again. I ended up getting Hayabusa Kempekis, and that was when Kempeki just came out. They had just come out, and I got white ones. And dude, those lasted me like a good year, a year and a half. I use those all the time too, and I put those through the ringer, and they actually lasted. What's up, Timothy Park from Korea? That's cool. All right, so then what does he say? Check out the video. I'll check. Yeah, check the video out. Everlast is liars, and that's not the first time they've lied about other stuff too. Oh yeah, that double end title bag. It's still going strong, bro. So I went ahead and got those three fight gloves. Like I said, these ones were 79 or 89. Those ones were 89 bucks. So these are the most expensive, but I do feel like these will last the longest. And you can see here once again, sanction approved. For 36 rounds of boxing, which is kind of surprising. I feel like these will last longer than that, just because based on what those ones feel like and what these feel like these feel like they'll last longer. And I'm just going to use them for training. I'm not going to use them obviously to be fighting anybody, but these are nice, like for mitt work. I feel like for mitt work you got to have some very light gloves because it is exhausting. And I was the last time I did mitt work, which was pretty recently, like last week. I was doing mitt work with like my 18-ounce gloves and with my hand wraps and my gel pads and everything. I'm carrying like 20 something, carrying like 20 something ounces. And man, I was burned out, bro. I was so tired. He just kept calling combinations. I was like, dude, I can't even do this, but fuck it. It was fun. Watching them lately. New Sporting are surprisingly comfortable. Got mine today. Oh, dude, New Sporting. New Sporting blew me away, man. I'll give you guys that. New Sporting blew me away. I was not expecting New Sporting to feel, as soon as I put my hands in, I was like, what is this? A lot of people think that New Sporting once manufactured for Grant, and now I believe that. I believe they at one point manufactured for Grant. I don't think they still do, but I think they have a, if Grant's anything like that, I will appreciate the Grant, So I mean, I haven't tried a pair of Grants because they're very pricey. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, good luck on my boxing journey. Yeah. So I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I'm a big dude, right? I'm actually, man, it's hard. It is hard to admit it, but that I let this happen to myself. But yeah, I'm 400 pounds right now, man. So that's kind of hard pill to swallow. But I have been this big before, and I actually lost all the weight, dude. I was down. I was like at 185 or something. I lost a bunch of weight. So, and I did it through mixed martial arts. I used to train, mixed martial arts, and I'd go in twice a day sometimes. And I ended up getting pretty banged up from it, messing up my knee. I just recently had knee surgery like last year or 2 years ago during COVID. It was during COVID because I remember the way I mark when I got my surgery was they were rolling me into my surgery on that exact day. It was a Thursday. And I remember I had asked if anybody canceled that I wanted to get in, and I got in. I got in to get my surgery done. So I'm going to get my surgery done. They're going to I had messed up my meniscus. They had to take it out. So they're rolling me in. I'm like, okay, everything's cool. And then they're talking about COVID on TV. You know, the hospitals, they all have the news on and shit like that. Well, I'm coming out of surgery. So I'm coming out of surgery, dude. Oh man, I'm in a lot of pain. It felt like somebody took a sledgehammer to my knee and I'm just laying there like ready to die or something. You know, I was out of it. So I look up and I'm looking at the TV and they're talking about how everybody bought all the toilet paper. They're like, everyone bought all the toilet paper. Nobody has toilet paper. And I was like, why the fuck are people buying toilet paper? So I thought it was funny as shit that they bought toilet paper. What's up, Ryan May? But that's how I mark my surgery date, which because I came out of surgery and it was like, oh man, everyone bought all the toilet paper, and I was like, dang, you know what? We need toilet paper. So I messed up. So now I don't know if anybody else does this. I don't know if anyone else does this, but I have a shit ton of toilet paper. Like I go to Costco and I buy like 3 of those fucking bulk item toilet papers because I'm just waiting for the second round of toilet paper gate. Anyways, I had lost all the weight, and I don't know, man. Women messed me up, and it's my fault because I want to spend time with my family, and I don't. You know, my daughter was born, my first born here, my only born as of right now, but my wife is pregnant, so we are going to have a second baby pretty soon. Which brings me to now, which is like, okay, I'm gonna have another baby. Like I got big again. I ballooned up because I want to spend time with my family, and I just didn't go to the gym. I love to work out, man, but I'm bad with food. I'm bad with food. Self admittedly, bro, I'm bad with food. It's all my fault. I don't. I'll take. There's nobody. I have nobody to blame. I can't blame women. I can't blame nothing. It's my. Ultimately, I decided not to go to the gym all the time that I used to do it, and not to eat right the way I was doing. And, I ballooned back up. I said I'd never let it happen, and it fucking happened. So now I got to be on the comeback trail. I'm going to have another kid. I'm big right now. I'm 35, big dude, 400 pounds. Like, that's not, how's that going to work with 20 years? How am I going to be able to play with my kids? Or like right now, I'm 35, so I can still play with my daughter. I'm a big dude and all that, but I refuse to have excuses. Like if my daughter wants to play outside, I'm gonna go fucking play outside. I don't care if I worked 8 hours, 10 hours, and my body hurts, and you know what I mean. I got a lot of weight on it. I just do it. I do it because I don't want her to think I'm like not like just gonna lay around, not play with her and shit like that. But now I'm gonna have another one, and yeah. So I gotta lose weight again. So the only way to do it, the first way I did it, eating right, exercising, and not bullshitting yourself. And that's it. That's it, man. I don't need to get my stomach cut. I don't need to do no bullshit. Like good nutrition, like, and it's not doesn't have to be perfect nutrition, but just some decent nutrition. Just watch what you eat. Like now, I like to drink soda. I was a soda drinker, but now I got these little Waterloos. These are fucking delicious, and they curb that little craving I have for that. Anyways, I'm on the comeback trail. So I was 428, sadly, but yeah, disgustingly, really. And now I'm like around 400, so I lost about almost 25, 28 pounds. Depends, it fluctuates a little bit, but it'll go. It's gonna come off. I just gotta keep working hard, and I just gotta keep watching what I eat, and it will come off. It's consistency, and that's it. Spindrift. What is this? Well, I was showing my boxing gloves for a minute. These are the fight gloves I bought. I bought the fighting fight gloves. Um, right here, Title Boxing. These are official fight gloves, sanctioned. Um, these Promex fight gloves, sanctioned fight gloves. And I was going to show you guys. I did get these Adams boxing boots. So these are a lot of people wearing them in fights, which is crazy. But these are boxing boots. You can see they kind of alternated the colors here. The red on the bottom here, the blue on the bottom here. I'm a red, white, and blue fool, I just love the red, white, and blue. So when I saw these colors, I was like, yeah, these are the ones I got to get. I posted this on Instagram. with my new boots, and they're awesome, man. And I actually, if you look at the newest video I put out, which is I believe the gills, you can see that I'm wearing these. I think I did them with the gills, but they're nice, man. They're nice. They support the ankles, they support your foot, and a lot of times when you're coming forward, like you take that step forward, this little Ryan, nobody knows about those, bro. Nobody knows about those, Ryan. So, anyways, it's cool because it straps right here, straps your foot down. And like a lot of times, like some of my other shoes, for instance, I'll show you my box runners. I got these box runners probably a couple years ago, but a big problem I have with them is that exact thing. So, right here, this little my foot actually rolls over where the sole is. The actual shoe roll like that. My foot kind of comes over that. And I know I'm a big dude and all that, but if it probably had a strap to secure this, it wouldn't have that problem where it rolls up like that. But I kind of messed these up too. Like I rode my bike and my bike has like spikes on it for to kind of you know grip. But anyways, this company went down. They didn't last too long. I was hoping they would come out with newer versions of it and all that stuff, but you can tell the construction of the boxing shoes pretty cheap. But what these do that hardly any shoes do this, and I'll show you some shoes that do this now. But they're outdoor. Basically, their shoes, the soles of these boxing shoes are for outdoors. You could run. That's why they're called box runners, because they're kind of like running shoes, and they're also boxing shoes. So they have these two straps that come across the top. They secure your ankle real nice. They do a good job. They're decent, and they have good ankle support. So at the time, nobody really had these, but Nike had the Kea. No, what are they? Nike has the dang it, I can't remember the name of them. But Nike had some shoes that were for outdoor, and they even had like an air bubble here. But they're so sold out, bro. You can't find them anywhere. So, anyways, I bought these. The company went down. They don't sell these anymore. So I kind of just use them sparingly until they like literally give up. They're just screwed. But now I have these Adams boots where they did pretty much the same thing. They have this outside thing. They got a grip here. This grip is kind of funky. It slides. I don't like that. In my garage, this slides. I don't, but I imagine that I need boot tassels. I imagine that these maybe in the ring will not slide, and I've seen professional fighters using these in professional fights. So give you a little bit of height, I guess, right? But would I use these in a professional fight? I don't know, man. I mean, not like I'm gonna professionally fight soon anyway. But anyway, so I got these. I love this kind of outdoor where they're basically training boxing shoes. They're not professional boxing shoes for just the ring. And I'll show you guys the difference. So these are Rival. I got these because they were recommended to me. Hey, what's up? Reformed Caveman. Hey, man, it got recommended to you. I don't know what to tell you, bro. You're here. You don't, stop by. Thanks for hitting up the chat. So showing off some of the boxing shoes that I have here. These ones are Rival shoes. They have a rubber sole, which is pretty nice, and it's thick, and it seems like it'll last a long time. But they're not very comfortable. This was the only color I could get because Rivals sold out of everything too, man. Everybody sold out of everything. So, but you could see how thin that this is for the ring. This is for the boxing ring, which isn't, it's not a bad deal. And you can tell it's like not like this is like a suede leather right here. Nice little grip right here. But you can see how thin the sole is. These are not like you can use them for training or whatever, but these are for the ring. These are for the ring. Okay. So another pair, and I just recently got these and I unboxed them here. But another pair that I got are these, and these are for the ring. I haven't even used them yet because I'm just going to use them Pretty much when I get some damn sparring going on, and I don't think that's going to happen in the current gym that I'm at. Everybody's a beginner here, and I can't even like I'll work with them, but they're not going to help me elevate my game. It would just be me giving them work, which is not gonna. It's not going to help me in any way. It's going to help them. So these are the Hog Threes from Adidas, and you can really see how thin. I mean, this is like the piece of suede going over the bottoms of these shoes. And these are very rubbery, very grippy. These are ring only shoes. So when you got shoes like this, you only wear these for sparring, or when you're doing some footwork drills in the ring. You know what I mean? So those go in the ring. That's it. Now, my current favorite shoes, and they're my favorites. I even bought 2 pairs of these suckers. Spence Crawford. Ooh, that's hard. I don't know, man. Have I looked at racing shoes? They look taller than. So I have some wrestling shoes. These are some other shoes I had. So let me get to these ones. So these are some wrestling shoes I bought years and years ago, and I've been using them for boxing training like ever since. And I used to wrestle. I used to do mixed martial arts. So when I was, good looking, young, thinner, young myself. But I've had these for a long time, and people always ask me what these are, but these are like 10-year-old Adidas. They don't sell them anymore or nothing. I just, they stuck together. I used to have 2 pair. I used to have the red and black, and then I had the blue and silver, but the red and black were done. So I got rid of them. And then I just started wearing only my blue and silver ones. I don't even remember what they're called. They're made in China, though. And anyways, I use these for training a lot. I could still probably use them for wrestling if I was going to go back to MMA, which I actually, after this gym, I am going to go back and try the MMA gym that's local, and then we'll see what happens. But my current favorites and awesome shoes are these Everlast shoes. So the Everlast shoes with the Michelin soles, they're not super thick soles, but man, dude, these grip, they feel amazing. Like even for big feet, like me, I got big feet. My left foot is actually, I broke my foot, so it's got a huge bump, like where right here. So right here, where you lace up on the tongue area, I got a big bump. It comes off about at least an inch from my foot. It looks fucking weird. It looks like something growing out of my foot, but it's because I broke my foot doing Muay Thai, and it healed because I didn't have insurance at the time. I just had to let it heal. So it healed, and now it doesn't bother me. It used to bother me every once in a while. Now I don't feel nothing from it, but it's there. It's a big ass bump, and my left foot. So I have problems with certain shoes. They got to be lace, and they got to like kind of come down so far. They can't be those ones that slip half of your foot way in and then have some laces. A lot of shoes like that. A lot of shoes that you slip in. These are fantastic though. Somebody recommended them to me, and I got a pair. I got these pair first. The lower, these are like the mid ones or something. They just go right above the ankle. And then I got these ones. These are the high tops. These ones go above the ankle. And dude, these are, I thought I wasn't gonna like them because I got bigger legs and bigger feet and stuff like that. I thought I wasn't gonna like these. But these are amazing. Man, I absolutely freaking love these shoes. The Atoms are better, and I've only used the Atoms once. So, but as far as the tightness, the support the Atoms gives you, they are better than these. But these are $100, and the Atoms are only a little bit more. They're probably like 140, 150 with shipping. These are $100 usually, around that, and usually got free shipping with these. I got these on Amazon. Had no problem finding my size. Got black, nice colors, and they sell these like hotcakes. And these are fantastic, dude. They got great support for big foot. I mean, they got good lacing here. The only thing, like, I'm in Texas, so now I'm in Texas, and it is humid here, and my socks get soaked with sweat, and these are no different. They get soaked. So every time I go with these, that's why I have so many pairs. I could probably get away with 2 pairs of shoes and like alternate them every day, but you're definitely gonna have soaked shoes with sweat, like just the way it is, man. Just the way it is. Yeah, they run true to size. Also, they run true to size. So these do run true to size. They're awesome boxing shoes, man. And I can't recommend these. These are my favorite shoes right here. These right here are my favorite shoes, and I consider buying red ones because the red and then there'll be white here, and then this actual Michelin part stays blue. So I thought, oh yeah, I'll be red, white, and blue. But then I was like, nah, I'm just gonna buy some different shoes. So I end up with the Adams, and I end up with the Hogs, and then went ahead and got the Rivals because the Rivals were like $60. They were super cheap. The Hogs also were like 50 or $60, and those were cheap. And I just love the colors on those. The Adams were a little more pricey, but I got those specific. I wanted those. The other ones I just kind of got them. So yeah, that's pretty much it. The fight gloves and the shoes. You see, those are all my shoes, all my boxing shoes. That was all of them, and my pair of wrestling shoes. They all run true to size though. So just for the question there, as far as someone asking me about Crawford and Spence, I don't know if that fight's ever. It's got to be made at some point, but I feel like we're gonna wait 2 years, like Pacquiao and Mayweather. They went and bickered on talking their shit for 2 years before the fight was made. I feel like that's gonna happen. I honestly don't know who's gonna win that fight. Crawford's so strong. Spence is super strong also, and I like Spence's style. But if I wanted, I think Spence opens himself up more to getting hit. Crawford's a little more crafty. So I think if they were to fight, it'd probably be. I don't really see a knockout happening, but if I was to gamble, if I was a gambling man, I would think that Crawford is would win the fight by like split decision. That's what I think. Crawford's crafty as shit, really good. Spence, I don't think has been pushed to that level. Um, they have common uh, opponents in. Let me see, who is it that they? I think they both fought Garcia, and I think they both fought. I believe they both fought Porter, Sean Porter, and I love Sean Porter. Sorry, I love the way Sean Porter fights. He is just all heart, and he's got good technical skills. He's got pretty good footwork. He's a smaller dude, so I tend to I tend to vote for the smaller guy when he gets in the ring because I'm always the shorter person in the ring. So it's hard for us because people have long arms. They keep you away, and you gotta get inside and move the head, and gotta be good with your footwork and all this shit. Like it's so much harder to get inside as a smaller person and get your punches in because your arms are shorter. You know what I mean? I don't know what the fuck that means, bro. Did you get the fighting fury? What the fuck does that mean? I don't know what that means, bro. But anyway, yeah, so it's just harder for a smaller person. So I always root for that. But when you look at the Porter fight on both sides, Porter gave Spence a run for his money. And with Crawford, I think Crawford just fucked Porter up. So in that sense, I feel like, yeah, that Bud Crawford probably could beat not Sean Porter, Earl Spence. But now I live here near Dallas, and that's where Spence is. So if the fight was here in Dallas, I'm definitely going. So I'm definitely gonna be there, and I'm definitely gonna root for Spence. But if I was gambling, man, I'd be quietly putting my money. I'd quietly be putting my money on Crawford. But anyways, that's what I feel like on that one. So yeah, and I also I had reshot this a while back. I had shot this video actually when I got these gloves, which is a couple days ago, and it's this glove specifically, and I was talking about this funny story that when I was in Wyoming, I went to trade school in Wyoming to be a diesel mechanic, and it's just a good story. I'll just go ahead and tell it. So when I was over there, um, I went by myself. Nobody went with me. I didn't have any family or anything go with me. I went to Laramie, Wyoming from San Bernardino, California. Okay, when I was over there were some other Mexican guys there. And I tried to be cool with them, like, hey, what's up? Where are you guys from? Whatever. And they were from Bloomington, which is literally like it's like San Bernardino. The next city is Rialto. And then the next city after that is Bloomington and then Fontana. So, and Bloomington's real small. So I was like, hey, you guys are from Bloomington, whatever. I'm from San Bernardino. So whatever. These guys were just being dicks about it. So there was four of them. One of them was older. He was the older brother. There was two brothers, and then there was like, I guess, cousins, or maybe they were just friends. I wasn't sure, but it was kind of like a gang of four of them. And anyways, one day we were in engines class, and the little brother was saying something. I don't remember what the hell he said. I don't even know how this came about, but basically, I don't know, for whatever reason, he said he wanted to fight me or some stupid shit like that. But I was like, whatever, bro, we can fight. We'll meet up at the park and we'll throw down. I'll meet you today. Okay, everybody agrees to it, right? And everybody's hearing it. So it was kind of like a thing going around. Oh, these two guys are gonna meet up at the park and they're gonna fight, whatever. Okay, fine, whatever. So I went to the park after there. It was we agreed on some type of time. I went down there on time and I was waiting for them. Well, they guess they're calling people that are there because a group of people showed up to watch us fight. Okay. So at this time I have no training. I didn't start training until after that. So I had no training, but I mean I'm from some pretty rough areas, bro. So I mean I always fought. So it wasn't a thing for me to fight somebody. I didn't care. So we went. Anyways, I'm waiting for these guys. They show up. The little brother starts to tell me that the big brother wants to fight me. And I said, I don't care. I'll fight your big brother. I don't give a shit. And he's a big dude, bigger than me, taller than me, broad shouldered dude, big guy. And I was like, I don't care, bro. I'll fight him. And everybody's like, oh, his little friends. Oh my gosh, you're gonna fight him? Oh my gosh, dude, this fool's gonna get knocked out. Talking about me, like I'm gonna get knocked out. I was like, oh, okay, all right, oh, whatever, but I'll fight him. Okay. So then the guy's not there. I'm waiting for him, and I don't even know. I can't remember all the details of it, but somehow we get to this point where they want boxing gloves, and I was like, initially it was just a fight. Okay, we're gonna meet up at the park. We're gonna fucking throw it down, and that's gonna be that. Then they somehow get this idea. They want to bring boxing gloves. Okay, whatever. They're at the store at Walmart or whatever, getting boxing gloves. Okay, whatever. Then they tell me, 10 minutes goes by, whatever. I'm still waiting. I'm just waiting for these guys. And I have a big group. There's like a group of 50 people out there waiting for us to fight. And I'm like, well, I'm here. You guys can see I'm here. So then they call back and they say, you know what? They said they can only find children's boxing gloves. And I was like, I don't care. I don't care. Bring the boxing gloves. So they do. They bring these little. They remind me of these because they were blue. And they bring these little kid boxing gloves, and they're really small, man. They're smaller than this. So these are 10-ounce gloves, and this alone, these are pretty small. And right now, I'll snatch that dude's soul, right? Like if we were to rematch, I'll snatch your soul, bro. I swear to God, any point, I'll destroy you. But anyway, we fight with these little gloves, right? We're fighting with like these 6-ounce. These gloves barely go over like my wrist. They're so teeny. And anyways, we end up fighting. So we're doing, I guess, 3 rounds, right? We agree to this 3-round fight, and 3 minutes each round, 1 minute rest. Okay. Sounds easy. Well, we're both from Southern California in the valley, which is sea level. And over there in Laramie, I don't even know what it is, but I want to say it's around 6,000 to 7,000 elevation. So the elevation's a little different. And the air will get pulled out of you like real quick. You can't catch your breath. Anyways, we start throwing down. The first round, we're just throwing bombs, both of us. We're just throwing haymakers trying to knock the other person out. And I felt like he got the better of me. I felt like I was getting hit and I was missing too much. And I hit him good a few times, but he hit me good more times. Okay, so he didn't knock me out, and he didn't even daze me really. but I didn't do that. I didn't do that to him either. But we were basically just throwing haymakers, man. And so the first round ends, right? And it's just basically it's a fucking whirlwind. We're both just throwing punches, no real technique to it either side. So we're just basically throwing crazy amount of punches and hitting each other, and we're exhausted. I mean, the first round's horrible. And I go and I got a couple of my friends there, um, and I'm asking them, "Hey, man, did he whoop my ass right now? Like did this dude just whoop my ass?" And they're like, nah, it was pretty even. It was even. I'm like, nah, you guys, I could see it in your eyes, like I think I got my ass whooped right now. So just I don't know why. I wasn't a boxer. I don't know. I didn't just common sense wise, I figured, you know what, I'm gonna have to box this dude. Like I'm gonna have to jab him and move a little bit and then wait for my openings when he swings. He's gonna swing wild and I'm gonna have to hit him after that. I didn't know anything at this time. I didn't know how to box. So that's what happens though. I came out and I'm throwing punches, boom, like straight punches, bah! And I'm hitting him back. I'm hitting him back, and then he's throwing wild punches still. So I'm jabbing him, waiting till he misses, and then I'm hitting him. So the second round, I'm pretty much just fucking this dude up now. But he realizes by the end of the round what I'm doing. And so he's kind of like, all right, now I got it. He tries to adapt to what I'm doing. So so the end of the second round, I pretty much whooped his ass, but it wasn't as actiony as the first round because I wasn't winning that fight. So I had to change it. So then we go into the third round now. The second round, I knew I had whooped his ass. So now I'm like, all right, I whooped his ass the second round. He whooped my ass, I felt, the first round. But my strategy was to get him into that third round. And then I'm going to start hitting him harder and I'm going to start hitting him to the body and stuff. So I'm going to start like trying to get him to quit. So sure enough, we get to the third round. I start hitting him real hard to his stomach, his body. I'm just hitting him hard, so like as hard as I can. But it's slow because we're exhausted. So I'm coming up. I'm throwing little jabs to get in, waiting for him to throw. But you can tell he's breathing hard. I'm breathing hard too. But for me, I could mentally take myself past that level and just keep going. So I get inside and I'm hitting him, and he hit me to the body once real good, like real loud. And everybody was like, damn, they thought I was going to fall, but I didn't. I just took it. I just absorbed it. I was like, that's all right. I mean, yeah, you hit me hard, but that ain't shit. Just showing no weakness at the time. So we get to the point where I start lighting him up and starting to visually, he's visually wobbled. So I'm like, I'm just smashing on this dude. And I'm thinking, damn. And the thought came in my head, like, these fools are going to jump me if I'm beating this dude up. So I look over to the little three amigos over there. And what are these guys doing? These guys are literally jumping up and down, cheering for me to keep beating his ass. And I don't know what, I mean, the only thought I could think at the time is that this guy's like he's bullying all these dudes, and now they're cheering for me to beat this dude up. They want me to knock him out. And this is the guy, this is their guy, this is their friend. And I'm like, all right, fuck it. So I just start hitting him harder. Bam, bam. And I'm hitting him and he's exhausted and he's bending over and he can't take no more, So finally he takes a knee. And he's sitting there and I'm like, you gotta count to 10 because this is it, bro. You're either gonna get knocked out or whatever. So he gets up at 9. Somebody counts to 9 and he gets up. So he's exhausted, and then you could tell he's just breathing hard. I'm dying too, but I'm I'm not gonna stop. Like I just have that I have that mentality. Like you gotta kill me, bro. So we go forward with it. I go up there and I'm hitting him again. Bam, bam. I'm hitting him hard. And then he bends over, and I remember him. He's like, "No, timeout, timeout." And I'm like, "Nah, bro, there ain't no timeouts. Fuck that." I was like, "No timeouts, motherfucker." And I'm telling him, "You know what, dude? I'm either gonna start hitting you or you quit right now. You either quit or I'm gonna start hitting you." And so he looks up at me and he's like, "All right." He's like, "No, let me catch my breath." And I'm like, "Nope, no, I don't get to catch my breath. I'm not catching shit. You're just, that's it. We're gonna, you're gonna quit or that's it." And yeah, so then he quits. So then, pretty much I won because the fucker quit. So I'm like, all right, this dude quit. Everybody, and I even made sure everybody listened to this dude. He's quitting. He's quitting right now. So that's it. He quit. No mas for this guy. I win. I whooped his ass, right? So when I do that, the little brother gets really mad and he's like, I'll fight you right now, blah, blah. Like, bro, I just whooped your brother's ass and I'm exhausted. Like, fuck you. I'll fight you tomorrow. I'll fight you next week or some shit, which he never wanted it like that. But that was it. That was pretty much this. That was the end of it. The next day he's like, he kind of talked a little shit, but he knows he got his ass. He quit. So, but his excuse was that he just couldn't breathe. Um, that was pretty much it. We talked about it a little bit because we're in the same class, and then his little brother, they talked their little shit, but it never amounted to anything. I heard stories about them though that guy I beat up ended up getting shot in Denver because he was hitting on some dude's girl or something, and he got shot. So now he was carrying a gun everywhere. He would come to our parties that we were hosting parties at my buddy's house, and they'd be all bringing guns and shit, and we're like, hey, bro, we don't want no problems here. So if you got problems, you got to get the fuck out of here. And they would always send me to go, hey, man, you need to go talk to them, bro. If they're going to cause problems, they need to leave. And I'm like, all right, I'll go talk to them. So I go talk to them, hey, you guys, if you guys are going to cause problems, we need you to get the fuck out. And always there was a little guy there, smaller guy, curly hair. And this guy always, he wanted, like, I don't know. He was just one of those like Chihuahua type people, just always talking shit. But never really wanted to do nothing. But he had a gun. He wanted to shoot somebody, and you could tell this guy just wanted to shoot somebody. So I never really got crazy with the dude, but I remember one time we were at a party, and they had came to the party, and they're just acting like I don't know, they're just acting real standoffish, but in the corner somewhere, like what's going on with these guys? They ain't having fun. So what are they doing here? So we go out to the back, we're smoking cigarettes or whatever. At the time I used to smoke cigarettes. And I'm like, hey man, we're from the same area, bro. Like, we don't need to be acting all stupid with each other. And this little motherfucker with his, I could tell because he always kept his gun right here on his hip. And he'll be like, you're not from my neighborhood, bro. I don't fucking know you, blah, blah, blah. I don't know you like that, bro. You ain't from my hood, whatever. I'm like, bro, chill the fuck out, dog. We're in Wyoming. We're in like right stone throw away from Colorado. And this guy wants to start shit with me. And we're from like the same area. We're 2 towns away from each other in Southern California. And this guy just wanted to start shit. I just thought it was funny that I go to Wyoming. I'm like super far away, like 1,000 miles away from where I'm living. And the people that want to start shit with me are the people from 2 towns away. Ain't that some shit? I'm thinking, you're kind of raised over there to think that, like there's racist people out here, And when I went to Wyoming, I learned that's bullshit, man. So I just thought I was in Wyoming, and like the cowboyiest damn place I could be for a Mexican. And there wasn't a lot of Mexicans there. But I didn't feel that way. And there were people from all over the country there. And I made friends with everybody. And everybody was cool, man. And everything was fun. And except just that one little stupid thing and then one other little incident. But that's story for another day. But it was just funny that we had those little baby gloves. We had the little 6-ounce gloves and we fought with those. And it's just funny to think about that because I think about like Anthony Joshua and like, these heavyweights, and they fight with these and they're so small to me. Those guys are monsters and they fight with these freaking little baby gloves. And sometimes they go 12 rounds. If you look at that Usyk fight, that was a 12-round fight. Usyk cracked him a few times. He lit Usyk up a few times too. But they went 12 rounds with these tiny little gloves. Boggles the mind sometimes, but yeah, I did fight with like some little 6-ounce gloves, and I was able to withstand it. No, I think heavyweights are 10-ounce. They're still 10-ounce. They don't fight 12-ounce, only in the amateurs. So yeah, they fight with 10s. And I believe Joshua uses Rival. I'm not sure how those Rival gloves are. The Guerreros that I had, I sent them back. But I had those Guerreros with the D30 pad on them, and those were whatever. But guys, it's been about almost an hour here. I just wanted to show you these gloves and show you the boots, but I also wanted to tell you that story because I had I have to reshoot this video. I had told that story, and when I'm trying to like bring the video up, I guess there wasn't enough memory in my laptop, so I had to clear some stuff out. But it messed up the video. So when I ended it, I wanted to post it, and the video's all messed up and it won't post. So it is what it is, you know. Do you think you can handle Floyd Mayweather? What is, that is a silly question, bro. Who are you? Do I think I can handle Floyd? Fuck no. Motherfucker, nobody could handle him. Dude, he'd probably just beat the shit out of me and run away. And you know, a lot of people talk shit about Mayweather, but you know, before Mayweather broke his hands and really had like, you know, basically shattered his hand bones, he used to beat the shit out of people, bro. Um, yeah, I know I'm heavy. See, that's a thing. That's a funny thing with boxing. That's another thing I don't like about boxing gyms is boxing gyms, you go into them and they are so hung up over weight class. Um, you go in and they're like, "Oh, bro, you're too heavy. You can't be sparring with these little guys. You know, you're too big. We can't spar with you, blah, 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 whatever." But if you go into an MMA gym, in an MMA gym, everyone spars everyone and you have etiquette. You know, I'm not going to go in there and go with this 140-pound kid from high school and try to just beat the shit out of him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to do that. And I don't know what the thought process is, but in MMA, everyone fights everybody. You go in. I've sparred with high school kids. I've sparred with men much bigger than me, taller than me, stronger than me. All of that. One time, I grappled this. He was a bodybuilder. This dude was strong, and it wasn't even that. I felt like I could have matched his strength possibly with the grappling because I have better technique and this guy had none, but he was super strong. So to muscle him over or whatever, because we were wrestling at first, and this dude would not let me take him down. And I had him at certain points, but he was just so strong. He fought me with everything he had. Like, you know, he resisted. And so I said, all right, fuck it. You know, like I kind of went down and went to my back because I knew I could defend well, and he wasn't going to have much for me even if he was on top of me. So yeah, we went and did that, and you know, but my point of it is everybody fights everybody, and nobody's ever like questioning, hey, you know, don't beat the crap out of this high school kid because I would never do that. But when you go into a boxing gym, in a boxing gym, they just like, you know, if you willing to spar, I have to spar heavyweights, you know, and anybody smaller than that, it's like they're scared, you know, they don't want nothing to do with it. But at the same time, I don't understand why we can't just, you know, like I'm not gonna swing on a 140-pound dude even if he's good. And the thing is, those 140-pound guys, they come and they hit you as hard as they want. You know, you're a bigger guy, they hit you as hard as they can, and it's not like it hurts, but I mean, you know, that's a bunch of bullshit, and they're fast. So they could hit you, and I'm gonna have to throw fast if I want to hit this guy. If I land on him, I have a lot of weight behind it. So I understand that, but you know, there's a point where it's like, you know, it's got to be just work. Like I want to get better, and he wants to get better. You don't just spar just to spar, you know. And MMA, it's kind of like so many possibilities. You know, this little guy could take me down. I was sparring with this kid. I didn't know he was an all-state wrestler in California, and this kid, he was trying to take me down. The first couple of times, I laughed about it. I was like, dude, there's no way this kid's taking me down. You know, this little high school kid. The fuck's wrong with him? And we're sparring, and sure enough, man, he perfectly timed it. Perfectly timed this. I was throwing punches or kicks or something, but this kid perfectly timed it. Scooped me up off the floor, lift me up, and slammed the shit out of me, bro. And this kid was young kid. I mean, strong kid, but I mean, he looked like a little baby. You know, he looked like a high school kid, and I was probably 28 when that happened. And he picked me up, slammed the shit out of me, and I was just like, "What?" Like, Like I always felt like I was fast enough to drop my hips and defend any takedown, but man, he timed it, man, perfect, absolutely perfect, and he took me down. Then not only that, when I got back up, because I was able to get back up, um, I was thought, there's no way he's taking me down again. And this dude, he shot in and he took me down. He ankle picked me. So I didn't think he was going to be able to get it because he was so far away. But he shot, grabbed my ankle, and I'm balanced on the other ankle. I'm like, yeah, he ain't going to get it because I'm going to drop my hips if he comes in. He shot in again and picked my other ankle, and he got me. He took me down. So you never underestimate these kids, man. They're freaking good sometimes. They're amazingly good sometimes. So, I think that's kind of why you have that, like, you just don't know. This kid could take you down. You don't know. Some kids are black belts in jiu-jitsu. They're really freaking good. I'm good enough to not get tapped all the time. So, I mean, I can submit people. I wear them down, stuff like that. I'm not the best at grappling, but I'm not a piece of shit either. So yeah, that's gonna be it, man. I spent a whole hour with you guys, so that's crazy. But I don't normally talk like that. But you know what? Hey, whatever. It's all in good fun. I wanted to shoot the video and tell that story because I don't think I've ever told that story. I don't even know that I've told my wife that story. I might have. But yeah, it's just a funny story. When I was in Wyoming, this dude wanted to fight me. I was just like, so stupid, bro. But it happened. It happened. So it was a good time. Whatever. I had a good time overall over there. So you guys have a good one, man. You guys see that I got my pro fight gloves. These aren't something I think I'm going to review. If you want to see any of these gloves reviewed or cut, actually, C Squared, his name's Carlo. He cuts these gloves open. He cuts them in half and shows you what's inside of them. So that's pretty badass. Yeah, dude, wrestlers, no joke. No joke, man. Especially a high school kid. He was all state. I didn't know at the time, but I found out real quick. That kid was no joke. But yeah, so all three of these gloves that I mentioned here, they are on C Squared's channel. He reviews them, and they're all nice. They're cheap. So I think these ones were $90 and the other two were $50 each. So for like $190, get 3 pairs of fight gloves. You can feel them. They're great. I'm going to use them for mitts. Like I said, the 20-ounce gloves. I love 20-ounce gloves. I train in those most of the time. 18s that overweigh or 16s that overweigh. Like if anything between 16 and 20, I'm good with that. I'll use that. But when doing mitts, I think that's why I bought these, to do mitt work. I know, because I'm in a boxing gym now, and I did mitt work and it killed me. So, anyways, try to work a little bit of speed more, guys. I got, obviously I got to lose more weight. But I'm gonna check you guys next time. It's 9:30 now, and I got to go to bed soon. So, see you guys later. Boxer versus kickboxer. Who you think would win? A kickboxer, bro. It depends. It depends on what kind of fight this is. If it's a, I don't know. If it's an MMA fight, it's like whoever's got better takedowns might win, and whoever's got better grappling. I don't know, but I've noticed something. When you kick a boxer, somebody who just knows how to box, and you kick their leg, they freeze. They have no idea how to defend a kick, but they also had no idea how bad that shit was going to hurt. Because I've sparred with boxers. As soon as I kick them in the leg, they're just like, "What the fuck was that?" Like, what kind of shit was that? They don't know how to defend that, bro. Like, and they don't. Not only do they not know how to defend it, but then they get scared because they know if they get close, you're gonna kick them in the leg because of how bad that shit hurts them. And it hurt anybody. It'll hurt anybody. It's not like it's just them. But kickboxing, at least you know how to defend it, and it's gonna hurt. To expect that shit's gonna hurt if they get it, and they gotta time it perfect to get it, because you can either step back, you can check. I like to check at the hips, but that's for another day, guys. That's for another day. I got to go now. Good night, everybody. Hey, be safe. We'll check you guys out. I actually found my review for the weighted title gloves, and I'm gonna post that up. So be on the lookout for that one. If you guys give a shit, check you guys next time. Enrico Suave, he's gone, bro. He's going to bed.